Hello my boys, good morning. This is the day 2 summary for my Legacy of the Phrecia event starter. I'm level 92 at the moment. And I will give you some cheap upgrades that you can do to push up the damage even further. At the moment I'm only farming tier 16. So these are cheap upgrades. In the first part I will discuss them. In the second part I will do gameplay footage with this build in tier 16 maps. Day 2 of the league, yeah, it's important. Now let's get started. The first big upgrade that you can do is for the rings. You will get ones with increased elemental damage with attacks to push up our damage. If you can find, you can also get one with fire damage on top. You see, I have increased fire damage, increased elemental damage. Let's check the other ring. Increased elemental damage with attacks. So basically, we were gonna focus on this. Now, because there are a lot of fresh Path of XL1 players, I will show you how to buy it so you don't overpay. Because a lot of people overpay. You'll put here ring. You want to put here rare. You want to put corrupted? No, because we are going to apply catalyst later, so we want to upgrade it. This is, you want corrupted? No. Now, you will look like this. Increased elemental damage with attack skills, you take these modifiers. You start with something decent, like 35. Then you want to put this one, life, to maximum life, start with something decent, like 40, so you don't overpay. We start, this is the base, and we search like this. You see, we have the modifier now. Now you can play with the numbers. Let's say you want more here, you want 40 increased elemental damage with attacks. You see the price goes up, this is the idea. This can roll from 37 to 42 at its best tier. Keep that in mind. Maybe let's say you want with some resistances. You have here resistance, you can also craft on the bench something if you're missing. Look, these are all great. This is also good. This is better because it has resistances, but you can play with the filters. Let's say you want more life, you just bump it up, depending on your budget. Yeah, and you look here, maybe this one, also some lighting resistance, cold lighting, this is great. This is a good ring that we have here. Resistance, life, elemental with attacks. And the implicit here, and you can craft something on the bench. That's how you will search it. Now let's say if you want fire damage on top, maybe you're rich. You can increase fire damage. Remember, not 2 attacks, fire damage like this. Let's put something simple, maybe 15, and you search it. You see, it's too expensive. You need to be smart here. This is a great ring, but who the fuck will pay this much? No, I won't pay that much. If you want to pay, it's your business. You lower some of these rolls. This is how you do it, 35. More will appear. Also socket here, not that great. This one, we have with accuracy, attributes, great ring with a lot of life. Fire damage, great ring here. So great, I'm gonna take it. I want to gift it to a friend that's making the build. Resistance implicit, just do a lot of life. Elemental, both with fire. I can even use it here and to upgrade. Just make sure that your resistances are always capped. Chaos resistance, you can get it on your armor pieces, but make sure it's positive. You don't want to see with negative. From 10 to 50 is just fine for this build, don't worry, but don't have it negative. Fire, cold and lighting must be 75%. Yeah, and you will take it, then you will want to apply catalyst. There are 2 catalysts here that we are interested in. So catalyst will bump the quality of the rings for a certain modifier. For example, I used attack catalyst and it bumped up my increased elemental damage to attacks. So this had 41 roll, but because I used attack catalyst, now it's 49. The best in slot is to use elemental catalyst because it will bump both fire damage and elemental damage. Let me explain. So I use this one, abrasive catalyst. For example, here I used 20 of them and increased my elemental damage to attacks because this ring had 35. With catalyst has 42. You can do it later. It's not mandatory to do it now. But you can also use the elemental catalyst, elemental damage catalyst. Works fine. So if you have fire and elemental damage to attacks, you can use this thing and it will bump up both of them. So also the fire damage will get bumped up, but I think it's more expensive. Let me check now. Yeah, it's much more expensive than the... Yeah. Or anyway, you can do this later. It's not, but the idea is that you want this modifier, increased elemental damage to attacks, increased elemental damage to attacks on both ring with good rolls. Also, you can get it on the belt or you can craft it. You get on your belt. Let me show you. Either you have the modifier already on the belt, or you can go here to the crafting bench and you craft it. 32 better roll. This will help with the damage. So this is for day 2 upgrades that we can do. This I consider cheap because we have much potent upgrades later to max it, but this will help you with the damage greatly. Yeah, if you take it on the rigs. Now, let's talk about fire exposure. We want to apply fire exposure on our build so we deal more damage. As you can see, for the implicit inflict fire exposure on hit, applying 11% to fire resistance. Later, when we're gonna max this build, we're gonna take this keystone. But until then, stick to that one. We will take this one. Now I will explain how to get this thing, in case you're new to Path of Exile. We have in Path of Exile one these things, Lesser Icors, Lesser Eldritch. These are the cheapest ones that you will use. You will buy some, and you will roll on your gloves. The gloves need to be rare and not corrupted. So you don't want to have the corrupted status. Now to get the exposure, you just need to roll Lesser Eldritch Icors until you get it. Yeah, so you get it from the blue ones. You put it until you see here, inflict fire exposure on hit, applying minus fire resistance. This will help you with the damage. You will do it. And if you have an excess on this, because you will drop them as you do maps, you can also apply on the boots. There are some useful modifiers that you can get, even movement speed. The best in slot is that I think it's damage per endurance charge. You have a modifier, and because we have 7 endurance charges, that will help. Man, it's ruining my video. Go to hell. Here we have... the first one ruined my video. The second one, no. Man, what the fuck? Go away. Go away. You can also put it on the body armor. I will show you in a second how to get a great body armor and to craft it yourself very cheap so you don't overpay, because a lot of fresh Path of Exile players. Now I want to show you here about the tattoos. You can replace the strength nodes with increased fire damage. Here, you see, this will help you with the damage. So anywhere you see a strength node, you just take what's increased fire damage, pack, and done. This will help you with the damage, more damage. So it's the Nigamahu Warrior. Okay, so we go here, you go to Phrecia Exchange, and you write Nigamahu Warrior, and you select the Chaos Orb. Now it's much more expensive, of course. Yesterday I paid 8 Chaos Orb for a piece. Just remember, you can do it, or you can put a place order and just wait. Put like POE guy tells you, you put like this offline and you wait. Eventually you will buy them for 8. Now it depends also on the time of the day, so these prices vary a lot depending on the price of the day. I recommend doing like this. Don't pay 8 in Chaos Orb for one. Just put some trade orders like this for 8 or 9 and you wait. And you will see that in 24 hours you will get them for 8 Chaos Orb. This is a trick that you can do. So the third tip is to put this one, tattoos everywhere. Tattoos. Now the fourth tip for more damage, which is quite important. You want quality. You want quality on explosive arrow. This will give you 2 additional maximum explosive arrows stuck on an enemy, meaning that we'll do higher booms, higher explosions. Yeah. So put quality on this. Put quality on combustion. It will give you 10% increased fire damage. Put quality on elemental damage with attacks. If you don't know how to put quality, you take Gem Cutter Prism and you click it like a maniac. Yeah, you buy it. Or you can buy from the trade website a gem that's already with 20 quality and just level it up. You can also do that, but it will take some time until the level. And optional, you can put quality on this because it will place the totems faster on Ballista Totem Support. Yeah. Later we will want to corrupt this in hope that they get level 21, but this I will do it on day 3. Don't apply quality on life tap, it's not needed. Don't apply quality on cruelty, it's not needed. So these two not needed. Now POE guy will show you how to get a great body armor, how to craft it yourself for cheap so you don't overpay. So here if you notice let me show you here. We have dodge chance. With the flask up we have even more, 69. Here damage reduction is 66, but with the endurance charges also with the Pantheon will be at 90%. I like hybrid bases that have armor and evasion. It's personal preference and I will show you how to craft one very sexy, very cheap, very nice. We go here on the POE wiki and we have some armor bases. These are all the armor bases in Path of Exile currently. This is a hybrid, which means armor and evasion. Yeah, look how I'm gonna craft it. So this will be expensive at the moment because the league just started. We're gonna search first this one. You just copy paste the text, don't worry. You take here copy paste and you paste it. Click on the logo to refresh the trade. You put here, you select it. You put here 6 links and you search. Let's see the price. No, you want uncorrupted because we're gonna craft it very good and cheap. Too expensive. No, too expensive. Let's take the next one. These prices will lower as the league progresses, will lower in price. 40, this is more believable, you take it. 40, 50 is fine. don't lower more. So I'm gonna craft this with you, and you'll see how easy it is to get a great body armor without overpaying. Yeah. Crafting in Path of Exile, it's a very potent form of making your own items and to generate profit. We're gonna take this beauty. Don't worry about the colors. If you notice, it hasn't got the right colors for my setup here. Okay, let's close this. Let's assume this will also be expensive after this video. You can take a body armor with armor. Armor base is also fine for this build. You can take a Royal Plate, Legion Plate, Titan Plate, Glorious Plate, Gladiator Plate, Astral Plate, and you stop here. You stop at Astral. These are bases that you can also take and do the same thing that I will do here. Yeah, you will see how easy it is to get the colors. Let's start with that one. You just roll Chromatic Orbs. This is inclined, because it's strength and the dexterity base, it's inclined to get green and red sockets. If you want to speed it up, you just go to the crafting bench and you put here red, at least one red socket. Will make it easier to hit it. So you hit it until you get your combination, which is this one. You see? No problem here. Now what I want to do here, we make this rare. It's already decent, but I want to show you with the essences. You have here and you have this one, Essence of Greed. This has multiple tiers. Screaming, it's cheap. And you just put it here. It will guarantee that you have life modifier until you get something decent. You just hit it like this. Physical damage reduction. I want something better. Your resistance is here. Remember that for this body armor you also want to put quality, so it gives you more armor and evasion. Like this. Screaming Essence of Greed. Let's buy more.
Hello, hello.
You go here and you write Screaming Essence of Greed. I tried to do a joke, didn't, you know, I'm still tired, I played a lot. I can't make good jokes. I want to scream a little, but I can't. You know, it is what it is. Let's take more and we roll it. Good resistance, armor and evasion boost. We can also craft something, which is nice. But you understand the process. We go here. And let's see what we can do. We have cold resistance. Let's do fire and chaos. Fire and chaos resistance. Bam. Put it here. Man, I'm making money all around. So this is Dicus Code. Wants to buy my item. This is a random item that I dropped. And I just put him in tabs. You know, I will do a video on how I'm generating currency. Yeah, just make some tabs and throw everything there if you're not sure. Of course. Of course. So what you can do further here, you can apply these ones, Eldritch Embers and Ichors, until you get something useful. Come already. Okay. You wear the tab, it is 43 chaos. This one wants the shit. I give him. So you can apply this one for special implicits until you get something useful. For example, this is not useful, you will keep rolling them. Let's see. This is also useful, the conversion. Come on, take your... Sometimes it's this bug, you need to teleport him to his location. Come on, take your crap. Bam! Good. Let's buy some embers with this. So you have here lesser Eldritch Embers, you put it with Chaos Orb and you buy some. Yeah. You put it here and you see what you get. Chaos damage, no. No. It's useful, has utility. Increase, no. Fire damage, great. Fire damage, great, and you live like that. And you created a good body armor that you will equip here. Yeah, it's good. Last thing that I need to show to my boys is how to upgrade your flasks. So I explained that ideally you want a sulfur flask, a quicksilver flask, a granite flask, and a jade flask. Make sure that they are magic. You don't want a unique flask because there are some crap that it can even break your build. So just do what POE guy told you here. You want the magic utility flask. Now I'll show you how easy it is to roll some. You'll just take transmutation, alteration, and augmentation. These are cheap orbs. You go to your flasks. Let's say you want to roll let me think, a sulfur flask. You first make it magic, and then you roll it with orb of alteration until you get something with utility. So 55% increased evasion rating during effect. That reduced effect, it's annoying, let's try more. Armor during effect with increased duration, this is too good. Yeah. So you want here an effect like this. You want armor, increased armor during effect, increased evasion rating during effect. Critical strike chance during effect can be useful to procure custom crit setup easier. You know, so you curse with flammability and all that stuff can help. You have additional elemental resistances during effect and increased movement speed during effect. Aim for those modifiers. And don't take anything that lowers your... when I don't sell you anything, that lowers your duration. Yeah? So you want increased duration, reduced charges per use, something... charge recovery are fine. Maximum charges is fine. Don't take anything that lowers the duration. We want our flask to last as much as possible. After you make your shitty flask, you will go here and you will put when charges reach full. This one. It costs 5 instilling orbs and 5 baubles. Hehe, baubles. Good. You can also apply quality on your flask so they last longer. Let me demonstrate. So I have here the Quicksilver flask. If you put quality, you see, it lasts longer. You can also do this, but you will do it later because it's still day 2, day 3. Good, do this all upgrades and you'll have a good time in this game. I shown you how easy it is to craft a body armor like this. All these upgrades that I shown here are considered cheap. We will get into the expensive ones in day 3 and 4. For example, Light of Meaning Jewel here with fire damage, the corruptions on the body armor, getting level 21, 20 explosive arrow, upgrading your amulet. And then this build will get very serious. But as it is, it can do tier 16 with ease. I will do a gameplay footage here. So here, let's take a tier 16 map. Okay, my boys, so let's see here. I already know the modifiers that we should avoid, we should skip, no problem. This is fine, we can do this. Keep in mind that you have the regex filter on the info channel for the build on my Discord. You just copy paste it and you know what maps are safe to run, what not, especially for tier 16. Yeah? No problem here, use that. I already know all the modifiers, so I don't need to use the regex. I play this game a lot. I'll put some quality here, I'm gonna put it here. Here I went with Ultimatum and Ritual. I'm still experimenting, it's still league just started. We hit it, no? Okay, gameplay footage. Let's go. Bam. Tier 16. Oh, it's annoying, I will close it. Bam, bam. Let's do the ultimatum. The defeat waves of enemies, it's so and so. The best one is survival because you just walk in circles. Yeah. Oh, I'll show you a trick to make the ultimatum very easy so you don't die. Resolute technique. I think this is good. Even on a rare on Elixir. I need to check. Okay, my boys, I'll show you a trick to make ultimatums very easy. Because if you do ultimatums now, you will die, of course, because ultimatum is rippy. So you will. So here I'm walking in circles. Let's take this. So here I'm getting ruin stacks. I'm trying to dodge. There are some special attacks with blue. So I'm trying to dodge them. I will explain that in a second. Now I'm focused. So if you watch my debuff bar, you will see that thing with 2 stacks. Once it reaches 7 stacks, it's over. So you need to pay attention to that thing. 3 stacks. It's still fine. 3 stacks is fine. We continue.
How brave, Thane. How...
You just walk in corners like these big circles, you know? Good. Next one. Despair. This can be good with suppression. Ooh, we made money. We made money. We made money. Now let's make sure we don't get a lot of ruin stacks. So if you reach 7 ruin stacks, it's over. That's why you want to move. You will place your dash from time to time to avoid enemies. But you won't die here because I did a trick that I will show you in a second. Let's price check this beauty. It's expensive. Pretty sure it's expensive with suppression also. Yeah, 1 diviner. Let's see here. Didn't go duplicated. I'm gonna take it. This is 1 diviner. Actually might be even more because has aura gems on top. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we made good money here.
Keep your word or lose your head.
Okay,
Who
my
wins?
boys, let's unveil this. Okay, I'm gonna take this. We'll check it later.
One
My boys, you need to understand that I have an idol. I will show it right now, the idol that you can also take to make ultimatums very easy. You won't die anymore. Is this one here. It's cheapy, I paid 1k or for it. Ultimatum monsters and modifiers in your maps deal 60% less damage. This applies also to spells. 60% less damage, so more than half. You buy this thing, you do ultimatums. With this build, you'll run in circles and you watch your ruin stacks. And you can do all the ultimatums. Just avoid the standing stone circles. So there are multiple types of ultimatums. The one you will always want to avoid is standing the stone circles. That one you don't want to do it. Because we need to move for ultimatums. Everyone skips that thing. When I misclick on that. As you can see, the damage is great. This is tier 16 map and we still have a lot of upgrades to do. Yeah, because I plan to farm Elder Guardian maps, Shaper maps, Cirrus maps. This is a rare beast, by the way, in tier 16. You know rare beasts are very tanky. No problem here. Let me see what dropped. No. You see these small balls? You try to move because you can die. If they detonate under you, you can die. Right? So you always want to avoid those balls in the rituals. Okay. Okay. This is expensive. This is an expensive amulet with that implicit. It's unidentified, of course it's not ritual. Okay.
I know you want. The Syndicate was in dire need of a shake-up anyway, so you check nothing.
Bam! You see, with these upgrades, you're shredding, and these are not expensive upgrades. The expensive upgrades will follow in the next daily summaries. Bam! Build is incredibly tanky. It's very... damage is great also for tier 16. I explained that this is a tier 16 map destroyer and does exactly that. This is day 2 summary, look at the damage on day 2. Bam! Why I love Ritual? Because you can get that Omen of Connection and there are more multiple Omens that you can get even without interacting with the Ritual, you know? You just kill the monsters in the area and they will drop things for you, Omens. I will do a separate video on this soon. Let's check the rewards. Oh, movement speed is not that great. I already know most of these modifiers, so for me it's easy. Some of these items were a surprise in this league. That's why I'm checking. Lightning resistance, dragon hunt with fire, no. No, nothing expensive. Let's do the blight. Good. So we have minion immunity. Okay, I will do it like this time. We started, we just make chilling towers. I have my own strategy here, very lazy. I'm focusing just on one tower type. I'll put my blighting map guides in the description of this video. Yeah. So I like to do my own strategies. Always one tower type, so it's lazy. But there are some conditions. You need to look at the immunities, and I explain in that video what to do. So here I want to make the frostball towers. But I can't put the video because we don't have Cassia Sprite and no. You need to have access to the Atlas here for my setup. We don't have. And getting the right idols will take some time here. No, you don't want that. If you know what you're doing, Blight is very easy. Let's put it like this. Oh, it's a rare. Okay, let's see, anything here? Shit, drops. If you want to make Blight good, you need to take idols with multiple effects for Blight, which I don't have, by the way. I want this or this. I think I want this. As you can see, the monsters die fast, including the rare monsters, without any problems. Just do the changes that I talked in this video at the start. If you're new to this build, watch the day one summary because I explained some common mistakes. Yeah, you might want to see that. Mwah! So great for new players. You listen to PoE guy, you have a good time. You don't listen to PoE guy, you don't have a good time, especially if you're new to the game. Great event build. Bam, bam, bam. Tier 16, yeah? Good. Good. Remember that you have the info channel on the guild Discord server. Yeah, here all the information that you need. Here you scroll, and I will put even more. You have here a dedicated chat where you can ask questions if you have problems or you want to know more. You just write here. This guy just got a mage blood. Oh, from ritual. No. This is not from ritual. This is for shipments. My bad. Mage blood from ships on day 2. Good for him. Enjoy the rest of the day and good luck.